Hare Krishna. I am Sachi Mata Mataji. I this is I met Srila Prabhupada in 1970. Uh, First I came to know ISKCON. Jayapataka Swami, of course he was not that time, he was not Swami. Jayapataka and Achyutananda, they were just doing Sankirtan in Rashbiari Avenue in the South Calcutta, where I used to stay. So one day on the way up my library, I just met him. They were doing Sankirtan, and there was a crowd. And after Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan, the many people they asked, they were very much astonished to see all these foreign devotees with saffron and with saffron. So they, people inquired that where do they have come from and what is their main interest, what do they want to do. So then they said they are trying to be good Sanatan, they want to do the follow to Sanatan Dharma, and their Guru Maharaj is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, and he went to America to spread this Hare Krishna movement, and they are here, they are just looking for an apartment because their Guru Maharaj is coming. So then people told him to come to a nearby temple. There was Radha Govinda temple. So then these devotees, they followed this crowd, and then they went inside the temple. And then the temple authority, the man, he was also Vaishnava. He said, here is one apartment empty and your Guru Maharaj can stay. So then they gave the address and everything, and then they left, and I also went to the library. And after 2-3 days, then it was my locality. That is why after 2-3 days when I was going to school, I saw that devotees are there, and they were just, the Harinam Kirtan and all this they were doing, and then I could not go inside because I was little scared. And my elder sister was, my cousin elder sister, she told me not to go because they may be hippie and all this. And we are from very orthodox family. So then I was little bit scared. So that time I missed Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada came, and then he left for after 2-3 days from there. So I could not meet him. But the second time, that was 1969. But after 1 year, again I met Srila Prabhupada at Deshapriya Park. That was South Calcutta also, and they were having a big pandal program. And on the way up my school coming back, and with my friends, I went inside the pandal, and I saw Srila Prabhupada's picture over there, and I saw Dinanath Prabhu, who was one of the very old devotee. And I asked, when I can see your Guru Maharaj. He said, please come back at 4 p.m. He will give lecture. So then I came, I attended his lecture, and Prabhupada was telling about Patram Pushpam Phalam Jalam from Bhagavad Gita. And I was very young that time. I could not follow all these things, but which I heard and melt my heart, that was Prabhupada saying about God and love. He was saying that you have affection for your family, your parents. Why not for Krishna? And if you give love to Krishna, Krishna will also reciprocate, like that. And that the Prabhupada was saying like that it was the very easiest way. It was very easiest way to me. So I was so moved, and then I stood there for a long time. Prabhupada gave so many lectures, so many examples from Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, but only these things I was just keep remembering in my heart. Then when Prabhupada came down from the dais, and he was going to his car, and I just bowed down, and then Srila Prabhupada said, he just went back and looked at my face, and he said, oh, who are you? I said, I just told my name. He said, okay, meet me tomorrow at 11 a.m. So then whole evening and the next day, till the next day, I could not make myself steady. I was thinking sometime to go and sometime not to go because I was scared, and I could not tell my parents because they would immediately stop me. They would not let me go. So I hid myself, and then finally I decided to go there. And when I decided to go and meet Srila Prabhupada, it was already 12 o'clock. That was Prabhupada's lunch time. So anyway, I made myself to go and to Albert Road, which was it's little bit distance from my house. So I took a bus, and it was very late. When I went there, I met Shyamashundar Prabhu, who was Prabhupada's secretary at that time. He said, "You have to come back again in the afternoon because Prabhupada's lunch time is now. Prabhupada is taking bath." I said, "Please tell me." He told me to come, and I won't be able to come again because my family won't allow me. So then he went, and Srila Prabhupada was so kind, he asked me to come inside. And then first mate, Prabhupada said, "You are not a punctual girl. I told you at 11, now it's 12. And why you are late? This is my lunch time. I cannot talk to you." I said, then I just, explained him my difficulty. I was honest. Prabhupada liked it and then said, "Okay, come tomorrow." Then I again came. Prabhupada said, he asked, "What service you will render to Sri Krishna? What kind of service you like to do?" I said, "Cooking." "Oh, you like cooking? Okay." Then he asked Kaushalya, one of my god sister. She was Italian, and Prabhupada said, "Take care of this girl. From now on, he will come to temple. Guide her nicely, and take care of her, and give her good lessons of Vaishnava culture, and help her in cooking." And then Prabhupada left for abroad. After a long time, Prabhupada came after 1 year. Then I met again, and that was my initiation time. So we came to Mayapur, and then Srila Prabhupada was there also in the hut. Now this Mayapur hut is still existing. Prabhupada stayed there because it was a completely barren land. 1972. Me and another god sister, Shumana, we were together at that time. And then just before initiation day, we were just walking behind his hut. I liked Prabhupada's association very much. I wanted to stay, just near him, but I was not allowed anyway. But I was always eager to have his association. Anyway, then we were just, peeping through the bamboo window what is going on inside, and then I heard Prabhupada is very angry and scolding someone with his angry voice. I saw one sannyasi, and another Mataji was there. Maybe they did something wrong, and Prabhupada scolded them. And then Prabhupada also said that don't think yourself. All the foreign devotees were standing near him, and Prabhupada said, "Don't think yourself that you have come to know all the Shastra, Vedas and Vedantas. Don't become puffed up. Even in our Mayapur, one cart driver knows better Shastras than you. They know Vaishnava culture better than you. So I don't want all these rascals around in our movement. If you can't follow the 4 rules and regulations, just leave. I like empty cow shed better than wicked cows." Then, and it was just, he was telling in English, but I could follow because I was final year student that time. So I could follow what Prabhupada was saying. So it was really, my heart was beating so, rapidly. So, and then the next day, our initiation day, I thought maybe Prabhupada again will find some fault, and, he will discuss in front of everybody. So I was sitting, and then everybody, after Prabhupada was giving Harinam Mala to everybody after their initiation, then he was giving the name. So I was expecting Prabhupada will give me a nice name, because just before my elder, that Bengali god sister, she got the name Shimona. So I thought maybe I will be some nicely named from Srimad Bhagavatam or Mahabharata. But when Prabhupada said Sachimata, I was little, depressed in my heart. How Prabhupada could give me this name? I'm such a young girl, and Prabhupada said Sachimata. And then Prabhupada laughed, and Prabhupada could read my face, He said, never mind, we will find a Jagannath Mishra very soon. And that made everybody laugh. And then I was little ashamed and came down. Anyway, and I used to clean Prabhupada's room every day when Prabhupada came to Calcutta, and Prabhupada was pleased. So then Prabhupada, one day Prabhupada, in the evening, he asked, what you are doing in the home? I said, I'm worshipping Radha Govinda, small deities. No, you are not allowed, because you have no second initiation. You should not. I said, Prabhupada, it is not installed deities. Prabhupada said, even, you should not do that. Then again he called the President Bhavananda, and he decided to give me second initiation within 6 months after my first initiation. So 1972, in September, I got my second initiation at Radha Damodar, and there was Lokanath Maharaj also, was my god brother. That time he was Brahmachari. So we are all together, and my term to get the second initiation was the last. And Prabhupada was very hungry, because it was near about 1:30. So then Prabhupada was showing me the mantras, how to chant, and he showed me the fingers quickly, so many quick, and I could not catch it. So first he showed me, I was wrong. Second he showed again, I was wrong. Third he said, okay, I won't give you, because you are not so much sincere. So tears came down, and then Prabhupada, this is last time, okay? Then he showed me, and then I could catch it. And then in the evening time, Prabhupada said, everything okay, Sachimata? I said, no, because I would like to cook. And Jamuna, she was not letting me in the kitchen. She said, no, you stay out. Prabhupada said, don't worry, then go and clean my room every day until you are here. So then I used to clean, and 5:30 with a bucket and broom I used to go up Radha Damodar temples upstairs. There was one room. Now this room is no longer, I don't see, but what do they have do? But there was one Prabhupada's room on the roof. So I used to, every day 5:30, I used to enter the room, and Prabhupada used to come out, because we had to wait, because if Prabhupada's in the room, then we were not allowed. So Prabhupada, I waited outside with bucket, broom. Prabhupada said, Sachimata, while you are cleaning, you must close the door. I said, okay, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, keep remembering me, and every day I will forget. I was so neglected. And then, I neglect Prabhupada's words, and then I thought it will not do anything. But after the day of Ekadashi, Prabhupada also reminded me, Prabhupada, Sachimata, close the door while I'm out. I said, okay, Srila Prabhupada. And then I started to clean everything nicely, changing the flower vase and cleaning this and that, cleaning his bed. Then suddenly I saw a huge monkey came inside, and he grabbed a whole container of the sweets. This story I told so many times, and the children like it very much. And then the container was full with laddus. And then gradually the monkey, he grabbed the container and then went back. I was so scared, because I thought, now I'll be thrown out of the movement, because Prabhupada kept every day, everybody follow, just every footsteps follow. The devotees, the disciples, they follow Srila Prabhupada, and I never listened to him. He kept reminded me. Then I prayed all the demigods. Like 4 annas, 5 annas. I was young that time, only 17 maybe. I thought maybe the demigods from they will help me. Gradually the monkey went to the next yurt. There was a big guava tree. He was sitting on the branch and started to eat one by one. And I was helpless. I could not do. Then I saw one Brajavasi Mataji. She is sitting and making chapatis over there. She was sitting there. And I told everything, explained to her. And she said, okay, I'll just get your container back. And then in Brajavasha, she told something to monkey. So monkey dropped and she offered one chapati. So the monkey grabbed the chapati and dropped that. And it was dipped a little bit. And it was really big mess. And then I took that container upstairs. And then while I was coming back, again monkey came and, just dropped the, bucket. And it was a big mess with water everywhere. I thought Prabhupada will come now and what I'll answer. Anyway, I cleaned it and then I went downstairs. Prabhupada was sitting, Pishima was sitting, and all the sannyasis also sitting because Prabhupada was talking, Krishna Katha was there. And then I gave the key, handed the key to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, everything all right? I kept quiet. I did not answer. And then I then said, everything all right, Sachimata? I said, no. What happened? In Bengali he was saying. I said, these things happened, and then Prabhupada laughed a lot, loudly. Ha ha ha. I was amazed. Why Prabhupada is laughing instead of scolding me? And then he gave me 10 rupees. Said, get jalebi for everybody. And then Pishima said, maybe this is a human monkey. She addressed me. Then everybody again laughed. Then I came back, with jalebis. And then after a long time, I just realized that Prabhupada was so merciful. He could read my heart, that how embarrassed I was and how I realized my fault. So maybe he did not scold me that time. He apologized me. Thank you very much.